Anne Addison and welcome to my Selfie School. So, how many of you have experienced when you've done your hair, you've done your makeup, you're wearing a nice outfit, you're ready to go out for the day, and you go to take a selfie because of course you want to capture the moment for years to come, but the selfie you take, it looks nothing like what you're seeing in the mirror. It's a real problem, right? So I've been working with women in beauty for 3 years, and when I see women first start taking selfies, they make the same mistakes over and over and over again. So this video is a one-stop shop with quick tips on how to take the perfect selfie and what to avoid. So sit back and enjoy. So my first tip has to be to wipe the lens. Us women, we use our phones a lot, we hold them to our ear a fair amount. You're going to get daily grime on the lens from your makeup, from sweat, from a multitude of places, and this just isn't a good look. It's not clear, it's very, very blurry. So wipe the lens. It's the first place that I start whenever I take a selfie. Okay, so next up has to be lighting. The kind of lighting you use will make a huge amount of difference to the photos that you take. The best light that you can get is actually light straight from a window, natural daylight. It is better than any studio setup that you can buy on Amazon. It makes your teeth look whiter, it evens out your skin tone, it shows all of the colours of your makeup really beautifully. So I'm going to show you where I am in my house right now. I'm literally just looking out of the window. So the kind of lighting that isn't good is lighting from the side. As you can see, half of my face is in shadow, my teeth aren't looking as white, all of my imperfections are showing, and it's just not a good look at all. So even worse than side light is backlight. Say no more, I mean, you only have to look at this. You can't, my whole face is in shadow. So lighting from a window really is the best light that you can get for your selfies. Okay, so next up we have bathroom lighting. Girls, you've got to stop taking those bathroom selfies. It is one of the most unflattering lights. It's halogen, so it's very yellow, it flattens your face. It doesn't show the colours true to what they are. And if you're recording a live or a video, the sound will be out as well. So bathroom lighting is a bit of a no-no. Okay, so my next top tip is all about the angle you take your selfie at. It seems self-explanatory, but the amount of people that come into this business and they're holding the phone way too close to their face and it's just not pretty. When you hold the phone too close to your face, it actually distorts your face and it's not showing your features as they truly are. So about arm's length is good for a selfie. You can also get selfie sticks, which will take it a little bit further away, but generally speaking, arm's length is the rule. Also, you want to be holding the phone up a little bit. That, generally speaking, for most people, is the most flattering angle. And you will have one side of your face that is more photogenic than the other. So figure out where it is, what side it is. I would say mine is this side. Figure out where it is and have a play with it so you know what works best for you. When I'm taking selfies, there's normally about 50 outtakes and I just choose my favorite one. No kidding. The other thing, look at the lens. Look at the lens when you're taking selfies. Otherwise, you're not having a connection with the viewer if you're looking at the screen. See the difference between looking at the screen and looking at the lens. What most people do when they start taking selfies for some reason is they take it on an upward angle, which is just never very complimentary. You can see all the way up the nose, there's all kinds of double chins going on and it's just not attractive. So for a good selfie, you don't want to just be thinking about what's going on with your face and body. Especially if you are working an online business, you want to make sure that the background is uncluttered, tidy and professional. No massive piles of dirty laundry or mess hanging out in the background, no toilets with their seats up. Just a professional clean background will do. Next tip is to avoid the trout pout. Yes, trout pout makes our cheekbones look amazing, but generally speaking, it's kind of frowned upon. There are certain times when you can get away with it, when you're demonstrating, for example, a lip product, or when you're being silly or taking the mickey out of yourself. But if every single photo you take is trout pout and you do it because you're self-conscious, then you'll probably get a little bit teased. So I recommend just a nice big smile. Smiles are approachable. A lot of people won't smile in their selfies because they're self-conscious of their smile, and what I say to that is a nice beaming smile is always more attractive than a grumpy face. So let your beauty shine, ladies, with a nice big smile. Okay, so now let's talk about filters and photo editing software. I would actually recommend that you don't use a filter when you take a photo, because it really just shows that you're self-conscious and you're not willing to take a photo of how you actually look. I know that Samsung has beauty mode on it, and sometimes it's set at a high level as standard. And what this does is it makes your face all blur into one, and it's so easily called out. So I would avoid it. If you're selling makeup for a living, I wouldn't use filters either, because it's gonna adjust the color of the makeup that you're trying to demonstrate, and it's gonna make you look like you're lying about the products as well if you have to use a filter to further beautify. But if you're using filters in any other occasion, then I would recommend the Instagram ones. I think they're brilliant. Instagram, A Beautiful Mess, Over, Word Swag, Word Dream are brilliant apps for adding text to your pictures as well. Thank you for watching. They are my top tips for taking a perfect selfie. But I do want to end by saying why we use selfies in online marketing. So a lot of people are resistant to this when they join a company. But what I will say is that your company is not the brand that you're representing. The brand that you're representing is you. People buy from people they like, know and trust, and if they can't see your face, if they can't see what you look like, then they're not going to feel like they know you. They're not going to feel like they can trust you, and they're not going to like you. So that's why we do it. I know there's some resistance and there's some negative connotations surrounding the word selfie, but it really is the way that people are doing business in the 21st century. So it's time to get on board and maximize on your natural beauty, ladies. Speak to you soon.